In the midst of the bustle and beauty of America's cities, a silent crisis unfolds. This crisis, often overlooked, is the issue of homelessness. From the skyscrapers of New York to the sunny beaches of California, homelessness exists, touching every corner of our nation. It's a complex issue, deeply intertwined with myriad factors such as poverty, mental health, and affordable housing. As we embark on this journey together, we aim to shed light on this critical issue, to understand it better, and to explore the cities grappling with the highest rates of homelessness. Our ranking is based on a series of criteria, including the total number of individuals experiencing homelessness, the city's population, and the initiatives in place to tackle the issue. Let's remember, behind every statistic is a human story, a life impacted. So stay tuned as we delve into the top 10 cities with the highest rates of homelessness. Homelessness isn't a monolith, it's a mosaic of diverse stories and circumstances. Across the United States, on any given night, over 500,000 people experience homelessness. That's equivalent to the entire population of Atlanta, Georgia. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people behind them. They are not a faceless mass, they are individuals, each with their own unique journey and challenges. Our understanding of this issue comes from comprehensive data collected by organizations like the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and local continuums of care. They conduct annual point-in-time counts, providing us with a snapshot of homelessness on a single night. But remember, these statistics only tell part of the story. Behind every number is a person, a life impacted. As we delve into the specifics, let's not forget the individuals at the heart of this issue. Now, let's begin our countdown. Beginning our countdown at number 10, we find ourselves in sunny San Diego, California. This coastal paradise, known for its beaches and parks, is also home to a significant homeless population. Current statistics show that San Diego's homeless population is a pressing concern, with a significant percentage of the city's residents living without a roof over their heads. The high cost of living and housing shortage are among the primary factors contributing to this issue here. Moving eastward to number 9, we arrive in Dallas, Texas. Despite its booming economy and thriving cultural scene, Dallas faces its own challenges when it comes to homelessness. The city's rapid growth and the widening income gap have played a significant role in the rise of homelessness. At number 8, we have Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. Despite its political prominence, it struggles with a significant homeless population. Limited affordable housing and high poverty rates are major contributing factors here. Heading west for our number 7 spot, we reach Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels is grappling with a rising homeless population. The high cost of living, coupled with a lack of affordable housing, contributes to this escalating issue. And finally, at number 6, we find ourselves in the heart of the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, Washington. Known for its lush greenery and tech boom, Seattle also faces a significant homelessness crisis. The city's high cost of living, along with the lack of affordable housing, are key contributors to this issue. Each of these cities, while unique in their culture, landscapes, and resources, share a common challenge: homelessness. It's a complex issue, influenced by a variety of factors including housing affordability, income disparity, and social services availability. Understanding these factors is key to addressing and hopefully, one day, eradicating homelessness. The countdown continues with our top 5 cities. Entering the top 5, we find cities grappling with significant challenges. The 5th city on our list is San Francisco, a city renowned for its iconic landmarks and vibrant culture. Unfortunately, it's also a city where the homelessness crisis is particularly visible. The latest data reveals that San Francisco has one of the highest per capita homeless populations in the nation. Experts attribute this to a combination of high rents, income inequality, and insufficient affordable housing. In the 4th spot, we have Seattle. This city, known for its coffee culture and tech industry, is also struggling with homelessness. While efforts are in place to address this issue, the lack of affordable housing and the increasing cost of living continue to pose significant hurdles. Local experts have noted that the city's homelessness crisis is also exacerbated by issues like mental health and substance abuse. The bronze medal of this unfortunate ranking goes to Boston. Despite being one of the nation's wealthiest cities, Boston grapples with a high rate of homelessness. Factors contributing to this include high housing costs and a lack of available low-income housing options. However, it's worth noting that Boston has made substantial progress in reducing veteran homelessness, illustrating that change is indeed possible. Coming in at number 2 is New York City. The city that never sleeps is also a city where many residents don't have a place to sleep. The high cost of living and inadequate supply of affordable housing mean that many New Yorkers are only one paycheck away from homelessness. The city's shelters are often over capacity, and many people are forced to sleep on the streets, in subways, or in other public spaces. And finally, the city with the highest rate of homelessness in the United States is Los Angeles. The City of Angels has a significant number of residents living in conditions far from heavenly. High rent prices, low wages, and a lack of affordable housing have put a roof out of reach for many in LA. The city's mild climate also means that more people can survive living outdoors, leading to highly visible encampments. In each of these cities, the story is similar. High costs of living, inadequate affordable housing, and systemic issues like income inequality and lack of access to mental health services contribute to high rates of homelessness. But these are not just numbers or faceless statistics. Every data point represents a person, a life impacted by homelessness. And while the situation may seem bleak, it's important to remember that these cities are also home to tireless advocates, innovative programs, and individuals committed to making a difference. From San Francisco's navigation centers to New York's Housing First initiatives, these cities are also sites of resilience and innovation. These are the cities with the highest rates of homelessness. But what does this mean in a broader context? Let's delve deeper into this in our next segment. Let's take a step back and see how these cities compare. When we look at population size, it's clear that larger cities often face a greater challenge in addressing homelessness. For instance, New York, with its bustling population, has a significantly higher number of homeless individuals compared to a smaller city like Omaha. But it's not all about population size. The percentage of homeless individuals in relation to the total city population can paint a different picture. In some cases, smaller cities might have a higher percentage of homeless individuals, pointing to systemic issues that go beyond mere numbers. And let's not forget the trends over time. Some cities, despite their struggles, have managed to decrease their homeless populations over the years, thanks to targeted initiatives and community support. Others, unfortunately, have seen an increase, indicating a need for renewed focus and resources. Each city also has its unique challenges or initiatives. San Francisco, for instance, grapples with high living costs, which contribute to its homelessness issue. On the other hand, it's also pioneering innovative housing solutions to tackle the problem. So while these comparisons are essential for understanding the scope of homelessness, they are just one part of the picture. Each city's journey is unique, shaped by its individual challenges and the collective will of its residents to address them. While numbers tell a story, they don't tell the whole story. Behind each statistic is a human story. As we delve deeper, we uncover tales that are much more than numbers. Let's take John, a former engineer, who fell victim to job loss and financial debt, leading him to live on the streets. Or Sarah, a single mother of 2, who found herself homeless after escaping an abusive relationship. Their experiences underline the complexities of homelessness, a crisis often entwined with issues of mental health, domestic violence, and economic hardship. This isn't just a personal crisis, it's a societal one. It's about our city's rising rents, our economy's unstable jobs, and our society's insufficient safety nets. It's about how we, as a community, respond to those most in need. It's about recognizing the human faces behind the figures, understanding their struggles, and seeking solutions that uphold their dignity. As we've seen, homelessness affects us all. In understanding the crisis of homelessness, we take the first step toward addressing it. As we've journeyed together through this exploration, we've shed light on the depth and breadth of homelessness. We've seen its many faces, heard its many voices, and traced its many roots. We've witnessed its impact across the United States, from the coastal cities to the heartland, from the metropolises to the small towns. We've examined the statistics, the stark numbers that tell a story of struggle, of displacement, of survival. We've counted down the cities most affected by homelessness, from the 10th to the 1st, each with its own unique set of challenges and circumstances. We've looked at the city ranked 10th, where the number of homeless individuals is a grim testament to the growing crisis. We've delved into the 9th city, where the homeless population underscores the urgent need for solutions. We've explored the 8th city, where the rising tide of homelessness is a stark reminder of the human cost of economic disparity. We've ventured into the 7th city, where the homeless community represents a significant portion of the overall population. We've scrutinized the sixth city, where the surge in homelessness serves as a wake-up call for action. Then we've taken a closer look at the top 5 cities grappling with the issue. We've seen how the fifth city is wrestling with the complex factors contributing to homelessness. We've understood the fourth city's struggle to provide adequate housing and support for its homeless residents. We've recognized the third city's efforts to combat homelessness amidst economic challenges. We've acknowledged the second city's fight against homelessness in the face of rising costs of living. We've observed the first city where homelessness has reached critical levels, prompting urgent calls for intervention and reform. In our comparative analysis, we've juxtaposed these cities, highlighting their unique challenges and initiatives. We've examined their population sizes, the percentages of homeless individuals, and the trends over time. This comparison has revealed the multifaceted nature of homelessness, a crisis that transcends geographical boundaries and socioeconomic divisions. As we've humanized the issue, we've listened to the stories of individuals experiencing homelessness. These narratives have given us a glimpse into the lives of those most affected by the crisis. They've reminded us that homelessness is not just about numbers and statistics, but about real people with real lives, hopes, and dreams. The broader social and economic impacts of homelessness have also been laid bare. We've seen how it affects not just the individuals experiencing it, but also the communities they belong to. We've understood how homelessness can erode social cohesion, strain public resources, and exacerbate income inequality. Now, as we reach the conclusion of our exploration, we're left with a clearer understanding of the homelessness crisis. We've seen its scale, its complexity, and its human cost, but we've also seen the resilience of those affected and the commitment of those working to address it. In this understanding, we find our call to action. We're encouraged to engage with local and national efforts to address homelessness. Whether it's volunteering at a local shelter, advocating for policy changes, or simply spreading awareness, each of us has a role to play. We're urged to learn more, to stay informed, and to be part of the solution. So let's take this understanding and turn it into action. Let's remember the faces and voices of homelessness, and let's remember that they are not alone. Let's remember that our actions, no matter how small, can make a difference. Thank you for joining us in this exploration. Remember, your actions can make a difference. Subscribe for more content like this, and let's work together to end homelessness.